Making his first appearance in a VCW ring and at a VCW event since losing the Liberty Championship. Saul Esparza is a man with something to prove and an even bigger chip on his shoulder. I'm Jason Heat, alongside Brandon Metheny, coming to you from Hampton High School. A capacity crowd. What an incredible atmosphere it is for this May-December of a manager-wrestler relationship between Neil Sharkey and a man old enough to be his grandson, but who he calls his bestie, Saul Esparza.
Introducing his opponent, he's 6 feet 4 inches long and weighing in at 265 pounds,
Whether he holds the title or not, and the fact that he doesn't is a controversy. This is the face of the franchise here at VCW. The enormity of execution, the total porkage, Pig Daddy Cool. Quite simply, it's Boar!
It is an angry Boar. I have never seen Boar like this. He is furious after seeing what he sees as being robbed of the number one contendership last month. Jason, I would not want to be Saul Esparza right now.
We said this on our pre-show, which you can check out before our events on Facebook, but that while this is a match that doesn't maybe have the highest stakes in terms of gold, there is so much on the line here in terms of momentum, in terms of pride, and in terms of placement in the company going forward, as we've got a man in Saul Esparza who has lost his title and is looking to get back in contention, and we've got a man in the Boar who worked the better part of a year to get back to title contention, only to have it all taken away from him.
Yeah, I mean, these are two men looking to right the ship. There's no question about that. And a win here would be a huge coup for either of them.
And both would claim not just to right the ship, but to right a wrong.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Boar the more immediate one, but Saul certainly feels, and Neil Sharkey most definitely feels that they've been wronged and looking for that kind of revenge.
Saul Esparza did lose the Liberty title, but he did not get pinned. He was not submitted. This was part of the demolition derby, so it's not that it was illegal, but Saul does have a case to make that no one has proven that he can beat him for that title. And in the case of the Boar, you were here, you saw an eyewitness. Tell us what happened at the end of the Boar's opportunity to become the number one contender.
Well, I mean, the Boar was fighting Rex Lawless, going back and forth. The referee was taken out by an errant Boar by the Boar, and Rex Lawless came to get a chair from the commentary position where our champion Devontes was. He pushed Devontes and hit with a shoulder block. Oh, that is not a wise life decision there, Jason.
Potentially, though, the Boar is angry, but sometimes the Boar, his temper gets the best of him, swinging wildly. If Saul Esparza can get the Boar to see red, can he cause the Boar to make a mistake?
Possibly, and that's kind of what happened at the end of our last event. Devontes came in to extract revenge on Rex Lawless. Lawless moves. Devontes hit Boar with a chair, and Boar snapped and attacked Devontes after the match. And we're seeing the sort of repercussions of that right now because he's still angry.
If Boar can use the rage rather than lose himself to the rage, this is going to be a very quick match. And we see the Boar now choking the life out of Saul Esparza. The Boar is not paid by the hour and would like to end this as quickly as possible.
No, and we're really seeing a more vicious, more determined Boar right here. We're seeing a more focused attack, and someone, he just wants to put Saul Esparza down. I really think that this is, I mean, not paid by the hour, he's not paid by the minute. He is here to win this match, make a point, and get back in that contendership picture.
Big splash by the Boar, a student of the game, and you can tell his favorites.
Very nice sidewalk slam there, could be it.
2 count, but Saul Esparza gets the shoulder up, and it is going to take more than that to put down the former Liberty champion. Of course, the X Factor on the outside. Bestie, hello, fellow kids, Neil Sharkey.
And you can see, looking around there, Esparza looking for Sharkey after kicking out of that pin. It's really, I mean, the two of them are both great individually. Together, they are really hard to beat.
And here we see exactly the intangible benefit that Neil Sharkey brings, because the Boar suffering from losing focus to Neil Sharkey.
And it doesn't matter how big you are, Jason, those ligaments in the knee are fragile, and if you mess those up, then that's all she wrote. That's the end of the story. So Neil Sharkey paying major dividends there, and the Boar trying to gather himself in the outside. Look like he's in a lot of pain with that knee.
Well, they might be called ropes, but they're not. They're steel aircraft cables covered. And that is what just tore at the legs of the Boar. Now twice in a row, Saul Esparza hitting a bullseye right into the snout of that mask.
Yeah, I mean, Saul Esparza, all it took was that 1 second, that little distraction from Neil Sharkey to give Esparza the open knee to cut the Boar down, perhaps literally at the knees, and take control of this match.
That's also the difference between tonight and what happened when Saul Esparza lost the title. Neil Sharkey was barred from ringside. You can maybe make a joke and say that Neil Sharkey is a lucky charm, but in reality, he's an insurance policy and an essential part of the Saul Esparza offense. This has the potential to be very different with Neil Sharkey in the corner.
Absolutely. I mean, look, Neil Sharkey is not. Ooh, another chop block there. Boar going down in agony.
And Saul Esparza, by many considered perhaps the underdog, not favored to win this match based on size alone, proving a lot of doubters wrong right now.
Well, you made the point there, Jason, that like if someone's looking past, if Boar's looking past Saul Esparza because he has that rage, that's how you lose this match. That's how that goes down. And right now, the Boar's in a bad way. He's having a hard time. You can see him grasping at that knee, trying to get the blood flowing back in there, but the Boar has no height advantage when he's on his back, and Esparza taking full advantage.
Saul Esparza has found the weak spot and is meticulously picking apart the Boar, both mentally and physically.
Although there's that big reach from the Boar, smacking the taste out of Esparza's mouth, at least briefly creating some separation.
But look at this. Saul Esparza now slamming the leg into the ring post. That is solid steel.
It is, and I always like to point this out, Jason, our ring posts here at VCW, they are not round, they are square. There is a sharp corner on that, and the Boar's knee just bounced off it, and Esparza going for it again.
Saul Esparza came in here focused with a game plan, and unfortunately for Esparza, this time it's his skull hitting the steel.
Yeah, he went to the well one time too many, gave the Boar too much time to recover, used that power to push back and drive Esparza face first into that goal.
To push the metaphor to its end point, he went to the well too often, he fell in, and he hit his head at the bottom of it. And he might be knocked unconscious at this point.
He might be. This is where Neil Sharkey again pays dividends. He's got Esparza up, but not really.
Sure, but if your actual best friend had a concussion, you wouldn't roll him in to take a potential gore.
Sharkey says he's okay. I don't really believe him.
Yeah, well, Sharkey is not a doctor. Or if he is, he's not one that is licensed to practice medicine. He's more like a Dr. Phil.
That's a tremendous insult. I'm not sure which of them is more of an insult to.
I certainly mean it as an insult to Sharkey, but I hear you.
That's another devastating maneuver to the knee of the Boar. Esparza came with a game plan. He's executing it right now.
Jackknife, looking to get the pin, and Boar rolls over and holding on.
Beautiful cover there, but Boar now has Esparza in position.
Can Boar maintain his base with that? No, he cannot. The leg has been compromised.
And Esparza, look, it's been his goal the whole time. He keeps going back to it, and it's working. Taking Boar down.
Spice now, lateral press. Only two, but what a turnaround it's been. A few minutes ago.
And every one of these kickouts is just taking more out of the Boar, taking more energy, and possibly more damage to that knee.
Yet again, Boar's reach really serving him. And Saul Esparza wisely now not trying to get close, just trying to stay focused on the leg, on the knee. And now we're maybe looking for a figure four leg lock. This could be devastating.
I mean, that could tear every ligament in the knee if it's not already torn. Excruciating maneuver. And Boar, fantastic positioning by Saul Esparza. Boar in the dead center of the ring. Even with those long arms, can't reach the ropes.
Can he reach Esparza, though? Can he get a big shot right on that head?
I mean, that's his best way out of here by far.
We have never seen the Boar quit. We've never seen the Boar give up. But today could be the day. This is perfect placement for this figure 4 leg lock.
Esparza taking a shot at the Boar. Not well fought there. And yes, the answer is the Boar can reach Saul Esparza.
Saul Esparza using 2 fingers right between the eyes.
It did break the figure 4 leg lock, so at least Boar is out of that immediate danger, but he is still in a lot of trouble.
An inelegant but functional solution. And now Esparza looking for that single crab, putting all the pressure on the one completely dilapidated knee.
Absolutely. Boar, I mean, this situation where Ron Mills may need to stop this match for Boar's own protection. That knee's in a lot of pain right now, and Boar still has a long way to go to get that bottom rope. He's trying, though. He's dragging.
Which is worse for the man? The potential physical damage of staying in this hold and having it wreck his leg, or the mental damage if Boar was forced to give up and completely fall down the bottom of the pecking order for a possible rematch for a #1 contendership spot.
I'm almost certain Boar would say it's the latter, but I'm not sure I believe him. I think the physical damage has to be taken into account too, no matter how strong and tough of a competitor you are.
Saul Esparza, a master of leverage, throws and
You can see
slams.
Boar there grabbing that knee on the suplex attempt. Every time he puts pressure on that leg, it just hurts him.
Another big swing by the big Boar, and now Saul Esparza
Beautiful release German suplex on that.
able to manhandle a Boar almost twice his size. And this is why Saul Esparza is a former 2-time Liberty champion and may well become a 3rd.
Esparza.
Kick out with authority there by the Boar.
Boar trying, he's feeling it. He's trying to get back in this match. Esparza needs to press his advantage here while he's got it.
Pork Chop Mahomes calls himself that because he believes he is the quarterback of this locker room, and you are not the quarterback if you cannot come back from a loss.
And right now, Boar showing that kind of comeback skill. He is that 4th quarter player.
Still looking a little wobbly.
Yeah, not as much pop behind those strikes as we normally see from him.
Boar favoring the leg, and a lot of pop in that elbow from Saul Esparza. One could say it's spicy.
But that big boot is always going to be devastating.
Choke slam.
Does he have the strength of those legs to get him up is the question.
The answer is not as high as usual, but it's enough.
It's enough to make it hurt. And now Boar setting up for that gore. He's feeling it from the crowd.
This is how he won the VCW Heavyweight Championship in this very building from Logan, Easton, LaRoe. Can history repeat itself? And the gore is war. And the Boar rebounds. The Boar took a licking and keeps on ass kicking. He will have to get checked out by the trainers. I do not know if he'll be cleared anytime soon, but it does not matter this evening. Boar is back on the winning side.
I'm sure Boar would say that's tomorrow's problem. For today, he's getting his hand raised in victory, and you got to believe he's watching that main event later tonight, because whoever wins, he wants a shot at the heavyweight championship.
Saul Esparza was game. Saul Esparza, a great fighter, but ultimately, Pig Daddy Cool coming back off a brutal loss with a phenomenal victory.